This is sweet little Buddy, and I want to talk about him because he's going to leave me in a little bit. He stayed longer than his 3 weeks of foundations training because he simply was just so small that I agreed with his people that it would be better if he stayed a little longer. I just wanted to make sure he was settled, and I really feel like he's ready. He's thriving. He is just wonderful. So something I've really worked with him on is to have a really good turn off, because he doesn't, I talk about his personality in 3 different ways. 2 of them are similar, and then the last one I just think is funny. So I said at one point he wanted to be the manager. He wanted to just make sure all the departments were doing what they're supposed to be doing, and he's out there just making sure, I guess a mixture between the manager and the greeter, the church greeter. Just happy as can be, and oh my gosh, we're doing this? Wait a minute, we're gonna do this? Not in an uncontrolled way, just an enthusiastic, gregarious way. So that's, I guess, 2 things right there. Then the other way is he just really likes himself. So sometimes he would give me the look like Joe Pesci. You looking at me? You looking at me? And yes, I was looking at you. And we're not doing Joe Pesci today. So I have thoroughly enjoyed him. It makes me so happy when puppies get the memo. And it might take a minute. So my foundations training, I say that it's like a Montessori preschool. The whole time I'm evaluating. I want certain behaviors, and a big one for me is for puppies to just turn off, take it down a notch. My life is focused on dogs, but my life is not run by dogs. And this little 3.5-pound baby boy, he might be up to 4 now, but 3.5 to 4-pound baby boy could easily run the show. He is mighty, tiny and mighty. So I worked on him, just the turn off, like this. I go around the house. I'll put a puppy usually on my hip. I don't always use a sling. I can't always find the sling. Maybe he's just like this. And while I'm on the phone, or I'm usually on the phone talking to people or moving around, I'm playing with toes, I'm playing with legs. I'm just having him be with me. He's bonded to me. He trusts me. He knows he's safe with me. So when you get your puppy home, I think that I have failed some of my people in that I didn't make this clear. Make sure your puppy has time to bond with you and know that they've got a home plate, and know that they belong with you before you go out and throw them out in the world. Because a puppy that has no basis, no base, no home plate can be nervous. So make sure you take the first few days, it could be a week, where it's very limited other people. I think I say in my information that I send home to people, if a person sleeps on a pillow at your house every night, that's who can meet your puppy when they come home. Let the puppy have a few days with you. Let the puppy, a week would be great. You're not missing any windows. Once the dog knows it belongs with you and knows that you are the owner, you are their safe spot, then take them out, put the puppy sling on and go. So just don't push your puppy too hard. This little guy, I worked on the turn off. And the way I did that was, I posted a video, I think it's in YouTube, how I teach settle, where I just have a puppy lay down and I help them lay down. And then when they give to me, I release, and I say free. So I'll probably do a video of him doing that after I do this video, because this is gonna be a long one. So his people sent me some questions, and I actually printed them out, and I think they're gonna be valuable to a lot of people. So I'll do this whole thing. It's gonna be a long video. I'll probably put it on YouTube. So the first question they said is, What do you do about excessive barking when he, meaning Buddy's, outside the crate? Well, I don't accept it. So barking, let's look at it. Let's look at it. Why is the dog barking? Why? Is the dog hungry? Is the dog thirsty? Does the dog have to go out? Is there some basic need that needs to be met? Or is the dog just getting so overwhelmed and can't turn off that you have to help it? And the way I do that, in the beginning, you can't expect a puppy to know how to soothe itself and to turn that all off necessarily by itself. They're babies. When they go home to you, they're only equal to a 2 or 3 year old. I would say he's equal to about a 2.5 year old. When he's going home, he's just joyful and thinks everybody loves him, but he might need a minute. So I don't really have problems with dogs barking excessively out of the crate because I'm listening, I'm watching, and if a puppy is barking too much, I'm looking at why, and then I'm helping them go back to pull that in. And sometimes it means go back to the crate. Sometimes it means, if it's that it's barking at the window, then it needs to turn off. I'm going to say that I've said this before, and I'm going to just take a little sidebar. If your dog is barking incessantly at the window and people are going by, every time the person leaves the scene and goes past the window, your dog is reinforced that, see, I got that bad person to leave, or I got that animal to leave. So that is reinforcing that I better bark to keep everybody away. That dog needs a turn off. Listen, buddy, your shift is over. Let's put you in the crate. So there should not be excessive barking outside the crate. If your puppy is barking in a playpen, then maybe he's going to go to sleep. Maybe the playpen was too much for them. Remember, your puppy knows me. It only knows this house. It was born here. It has been raised here. It opened its eyes here. It started hearing here. All the smells are here. It's a shock for a puppy to leave. It is simply a shock. So there's no surprise that at my house, I put a puppy in a playpen and it just knows I'm home. We're great. But then you put the puppy in the playpen at your house thinking I'm going to give it more space. He doesn't want to be in the crate. Let's give him more space. And it's barking and losing its ever-loving mind. It means it wasn't ready for that. Take it back. Go back to the crate. Be successful. Look at him. He's falling asleep. It needs to be successful in the crate. It needs to bond with you and understand its home. And then you start working on the playpen. And you just have to start, as the owner, to start understanding and learning your dog. If it's just a real lot, like I posted a video recently where it was Josie. I had all 4 of the puppies playing in her litter in a playpen in my kitchen, and Josie just had a different bark, different look about her. I took her outside. She had to go to the bathroom. I know that because I know the puppies. The other 3 were just normal goofing around. But Josie was different. She was a little frantic. So you have to just get to know your puppy. That's it. So excessive barking. Okay, I think I got that one. Let's see. Oh, discouraged licking. How do I discourage licking? I don't let him do it. I don't encourage it. By not encouraging it, it's not going to happen. If there's a little bit of licking, say somebody comes up and licks my face, I just move them away. I don't want it. I don't want, oh, look at how sweet he's giving me kisses. Nobody loves dogs more than I do. I love them. I love the nature of dogs. But I don't want them licking their neighbor in a variety of areas and then licking my face. I don't want it. And then many of my dogs move on to service dog situations, and maybe licking is going to be something that they do as a notification. So I just don't encourage it. My puppies are not licky. But if you as the owner encourage it, then licking's going to be a thing. I don't even like lick mats. Everybody, I'm not saying anything negative about anybody who uses a lick mat. There are many ways to get to the same healthy-minded dog. And my way is not using anything that encourages licking. I'm not fond of licking, so I don't encourage it. So there's not going to be excessive licking when the dog goes home. If your dog starts excessive licking, then let me know and we'll see about that. And then let's see, they asked about the different foods that I feed. I feed Pottery and TLC. I feed 50-50, and you can rotate the different proteins from Pottery if you so choose, but I mix 50-50. That comes from sometimes not being able to get food when I want it. I also feed carnivore, and I love Vital Essentials. Vital Essentials is really expensive, so I train with that. And my sweet little Ritz, who is my almost 10-year-old Cavalier Spaniel, is 100% on Vital Essentials. I don't care. That seems to work for him. He's a little old guy, and you know, there's a variety. But what I tell people in general, I feed Pottery and I feed TLC, and you're not under any obligation to use those foods. It just works for me, and I do 50-50. Okay, this one, I don't remember this. It says you suggest 15-minute training sessions. I honestly don't remember ever putting a number on a training session. If I did, okay. Some training sessions are 5 minutes, some are 3 minutes. I would rather do 3 5-minute sessions or 3 10-minute sessions than 1 30-minute session. 15 minutes might be a lot. For this little guy who this is what I mean. I've worked with him on his turn off. I have worked with him being part of me and not being the main show. And I will do a video that will go on, let's see, it'll probably go on Instagram and Facebook, just showing you how I have dogs settle. When accidents happen in the house, do you recommend a specific cleaner that's effective and safe? I like rubbing alcohol and Dawn dish soap. It mimics the Dawn Power Wash. I think it's water, alcohol, and Dawn dish soap. It helps that I have very few rugs, and I'm always watching like a hawk. So there you go. There's that one. Oh, I woke you up. I do suggest group training sessions. And the reason I do that is I want your dog to be out in the world, and a group training session is great, and listening to you. So I don't love group training sessions where it's a lot of socialization, meaning puppies are playing together and look at how great all these puppies love each other. That is not the magic for me. It is not important for my dog to be friends with everyone. I'm not friends with everyone. I don't welcome everyone into my personal circle. So if you're somewhere and in the training class, you're, see, he was going to lick my chin. I just moved him out of the way. Part of it is puppies play free, and your puppy doesn't go play. I would rejoice if your puppy just came and sat by you. That is magnificent. Now, if your puppy goes and plays with everybody, okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But I love that, because your puppy is just being neutral and just going, why don't you guys play? I don't need it. So the group class I like. I love a class that has the aim of a training for canine good citizenship. And then if you want to do community canine good citizenship, you know, each place will offer something. I really love kennel clubs, or any place where the trainers have competed. I like that because a person who has competed successfully at top levels, AKC show, conformation show, competing in agility, obedience, rally. Um, for me, I competed in AKC master. Well, I did junior, senior, and master hunt tests. Dogs have to be disciplined, and they have to be. They have to accept appropriate pressure, and usually people who have trained and competed, especially at higher levels, are very balanced in their training methods. Certainly kind and loving and gentle with these little toddlers. But I just think their mindset is different. They really know dogs. So that's what I like. I like those social settings. And I always say, try to find a kennel club. Some of the franchises just say, oh, we're positive reinforcement trainers. There are many sides to training, whether you're training a human or training an animal, and all of it can't be all positive. It just can't be. Having a dog on a leash and correcting him a little bit with the leash is pressure. So I like a well-balanced training situation. Let me see, where are we? You mentioned, okay, I don't know what this means. I mentioned rewarding him for being quiet in the crate. I think what I meant was, once the dog is quiet in the crate, if you want to take it out, take it out. That's the reward. I don't talk to them and say, whoa, you're being so quiet, because that makes the dog get zippy, and that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for quiet in the crate, and then you can just count. Sometimes you only get 3 seconds. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. Get that puppy out and build upon that. So I'm sorry, I don't know what that means beyond, I don't know what I meant. I think rewarding him for being quiet in the crate means he got to come out. Let's see what the other side of the questions are. Okay, so I suggest that puppies get fed 3 times a day. Eventually the dog will probably get rid of one of those meals by themselves. If your puppy gobbles its food in the morning and throws up, or throws up during the night and it's just bile, or in the morning throws up and it's bile and solid food, that meant it was too hungry, it was nauseous. So I suggest a before bed snack. And the before bed snack could be a little handful of kibble. It could be a little bit of chicken. I usually give Vital Essentials. I just drop it out on the floor, and the puppy gets to enjoy hunting it down and using its nose and investigating and eating its little snack. And I mean, like a little handful. That's it. The person also asked about Nutrigel, also called Nutrical. It's a high-calorie nutritional gel. For these small dogs, when they go home, if they skip meals, they could get a little hypoglycemic. I don't feel like Buddy's going to do that because he's older, and that is part of the reason why I moved to 10 weeks, not letting puppies go home before 10 weeks, so that I knew that they were really established in their eating plan. But if your puppy's skipping a couple of meals, I always say, please call me. But to the general public, if you get a puppy and it's skipping meals, you can just give it some Nutrigel. It's a tube of high-calorie nutritional gel. I put a little toothpaste ribbon on my finger, open the mouth, put it in there. You can put it on the roof of the mouth if they don't lick it with the tongue. And within 15 minutes, they're going to be really back in the swing of things. So I'll probably send some home with Buddy, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. Let's see. These other 2 questions are particular. Oh, I guess new vet vitamins are what I give. And I say in the beginning, go ahead and quarter it. They're water soluble. If your puppy eats the whole thing, it's going to pee out what it doesn't need. So why waste your money? So quarter it. And then as he grows, you can just give him more, whatever he wants. When he's full grown, he can have a full tablet. that's what I'm going to say. I'm not locked into a certain timing, like, oh, at 3 months do this, 6 months this. Just offer it. He seems like he's grown. He's gained a couple of pounds. Give him a little more. And then the next question is, when does Buddy get his first rabies? Well, rabies is usually given no sooner than 12 weeks, 14 or 16 weeks. I suggest, and then at 1 year, and then whatever intervals your vet is saying. I don't get into strict rules or big opinions about mandatory shots. Rabies are mandatory, so eventually you get to the every 3-year one. I really would love if people spaced out shots. It's a lot to give a puppy a rabies, a parvo distemper, a bordetella. That's a lot. That's a lot. So I always suggest space it out. It's not going to hurt anybody. Just a little more time for your dog to adjust to its body, to adjust to the attack of these modified live viruses that are being put in it. So I encourage people, if you've got questions, puppy questions, send them to me. I'm happy to do these longer videos and talk about things. If I don't know, I'll try to find out. If you're one of my puppy parents, great. If you're not one of my puppy parents, and if it's a question that applies to dogs in general, I don't mind answering. My passion in life is making everybody's life just a little bit better. One puppy at a time. Happy-minded, healthy-bodied puppies. That's what I want to send home. I want my puppies to enrich your lives, and you, of course, enriching my puppies' lives. So it's a beautiful relationship, a give and take. So I'm fine educating people. And yeah, he looks like he kind of wants a lick. I'm not letting him lick. It's not excessive if you don't let it happen. Oh, so this is little buddy. So I'm going to do a shorter video that just shows you how I get him to settle. Because he's got a lovely mind. He's going to be an amazing puppy for his people.